everyone. Tonight we're going to be fixing creamed chip beef. What all goes into creamed chip beef? 4 tablespoons unsalted butter, divided, 4 tablespoons flour, 2.5 cups whole milk, 8-ounce jar of dried beef. All I could find was 2.5 ounces, so I did buy 4 of these. A dash of Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon Dijon mustard, 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon seasoned salt, optional, black pepper. So let's begin. So the first thing that you need to do is take your jar of dried beef and drain it and rinse it, and then we'll put it in a bowl of cold water for 10 minutes, and then we'll drain it and rinse it again. All right, so I have the dried beef drained and rinsed, and I put it in a bowl of cold water. And what this will do is it will rehydrate the beef, and also by rinsing it and soaking it, we'll get most of the salt off. Each jar has 1,210 milligrams of salt. That's what preserves it in the jars. So definitely we do not want that much salt. So I will be back after 10 minutes. Take a large skillet, turn the heat on high, and add 2 tablespoons of the butter. What I'm doing right now is tearing up the beef into pieces. All right, so the butter is melted. Take your tore up pieces of dried beef and put them in your skillet. And cook them until brown. Alright, so I actually let it cook for about 8 minutes because I had a lot of beef and it wasn't getting brown. So we'll take the beef and set it on a plate. And we'll set it aside. So next we're going to make a roux, and I've never made a roux before, and according to the recipe it was 2 tablespoons of butter and 4 tablespoons of flour, and that just made a clumpy mess. So I'm going to redo it, and I read somewhere that it's equal amount, so I'm going to do 4 tablespoons of butter, and we'll let that melt. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. And then I'm going to gradually add the flour and whisk it. And you want to whisk it until it is turning a brown color. And I hope this don't become a clumpy mess. Alright, so this looks a lot more like the roux is supposed to look like. I knew something was wrong when I made it the last time, but I was following the recipe. And since I've never made the roux before, or somebody that has can tell me exactly the correct way to make it. Alright, so this is not a white roux, but it's not quite a brown roux either. But I'm going to go ahead and add my 2.5 cups of milk. And you want to whisk that until all lumps are out of it. And it slightly thickens. Okay, there's no lumps in it, so we'll just let it thicken a little bit. Alright, so it is starting to thicken, It's been about 3-4 minutes. So we'll add our 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard and a dash of Worcestershire sauce and stir that in. So next we'll add the dried beef. So add the beef back in there. And then add some pepper. I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit. I'm going to add some pepper. This is the freshly ground pepper I made from my Laura Love spice grinder. At this time you want to taste the sauce to see if you need to add some seasoned salt. And I think I will do a little sprinkling, just mainly for flavor, not because it needs any salt. Okay, I'm going to turn it down to a simmer. I'm going to cover it up and let it heat through. Alright, so generally cream chipped beef goes over Texas toast, but we're going to put it over Grand's biscuits. And cream chipped beef is also called SOS, or on a shingle. So here is the cream chipped beef, and rounding out the meal is whole kernel corn. I'll get Dave to do a taste test.
That's not corned beef. I thought it looked like corned beef.
Cream chipped beef is what it is.
Cream chip beef, okay. So I'm not a real big corned beef fan, but this is good. I like it.
Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.